Hi Stampin' friends. Tonight I'm going to show you a few things with the Pampered Pets stamp set. This is the stamp set that we'll be using. It has some little kitties. Hi Patty. It has some little kitty cats. It has some little dogs and a bowl, a little mouse. It has hearts and joy and a nice sentiment to send to your friend whose pet has passed, and some little butterflies and things. Just kind of cute stuff. And it has just the 4 little die cuts that are really nice to use with all 3 of these. They also cut out this little guy in the paper, in the designer series paper. Now the paper is called Playful Pets. We've got to go back and forth between Playful Pets and Pampered Pets, but it'll cut this one out. But I've noticed that they've kept this really fairly neat and smooth, so I think it is pretty easy to make these easy to cut out so that you can use each one of these as a cutout if you'd like. So when I was choosing a background, I wanted to use something kind of geometric, because to me this pattern paper is kind of geometric. It's kind of, you know, evenly dispersed on the paper, that kind of thing. So I used this argyle, and then I also used this new, they call it diamond pattern, but it is really fine and kind of hard to see, so it almost makes it like there's almost not a pattern. It's just really subtle, I think. So you can use either side of it. They both look nice. And it's pretty easy to get it centered within the embossing folder because it has a lot of lines on it. So there we go. I'm also going to attempt to use the Stampin' seal. So the first thing I'm going to do is now the back side of this is super cute too. It says like play, love, bark, wolf, dig, chase, the little dog saying. All right, so there, I went across that way pretty well, but then this one I didn't feel like it, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing quite wrong there, but I'll get it eventually. So I'm just layering this onto real red. One thing I have noticed about this is it's a lot easier to scooch if you haven't mashed it down yet. It is a lot nicer to pull across and get it exactly where you want it. So I was very pleased with that. Okay, so after I've done that, I'm gonna put some dimensionals on the back of this. If I can find them, here they are. And I use every piece of the dimensionals. I don't know if you do, but I'll just like grab these and tear them off and put each piece on the edge here. So I don't like to waste things. So I'm using the Smoky Slate as my layer here, and then I'm using Soft Suede under here because that's the colors that I see when I look at this designer series paper. So I'm just adding that on. So then I was kind of planning, I liked how it's showing just a little bit of gray on each side of this layer with the paper. And then I also wanted to imagine putting just a little square piece right here, just to kind of give it a little bit of interest. So I'm sliding this into my triple banner punch, and I was afraid of that. I have issues with this thing. I do better if I look at it. Is anyone else like that? It's like, I feel like if I look at the back, and hi Marlene, I feel like if I look at the back, I do a better job of lining it up. And I may even have to turn it over, we'll see. No, I like that, okay. All right, so then I'm gonna imagine where I wanna put it. Maybe right about there. And get my paper cutter. I like to use this little guy. Try it about like that, see what I think. Yeah, maybe like that. And earlier I cut out a really nice stamped, a little bowl on here. So I'm gonna cut that out. And when I do this, I like to cut out the bowl with a little bit of edge on it because that's the way our die cuts cut out around. This is the ones I stamped earlier. The way it cuts around there and the way it cuts around the paper that has been cut like that. I kind of think of this one as one for someone who's just gotten a new pet. I think that this looks more like a celebration rather than Because, you know, he is a happy little dude. And they put one that's on there backwards so that I think that'll make it easier if you need to make a sad card. So, all right. And the back side of this paper, which I can't imagine anyone truly using because the front is so cute, but it's a nice real red on white, whisper white stripe, which I think is super cute. So here I go again with this. We'll see how that goes. I think I'll go ahead and put this up on dimensionals. Okay, there we go. And to decide where I want to put this. I think I like it like that. And then put Rover on there like that. And then his little dog bowl. Since I want him to be prominent, I'm not going to put the dog bowl on a dimensional. Just kind of let it lay flat. And then I wanted to show you, it has a die in here that cuts out little paw prints. I thought that would be really cute to kind of cut out and maybe put it, you know, tuck it under or put it, you know, just randomly on the card. I think I may use it actually on the next card, but it's kind of useful. I was actually considering making it into a background using the little pieces, and then it occurred to me how many times I would have to glue those on, so I kind of gave up on that. But it's a really cute little look with the little paw prints. And then with this paw print paper here, it's also really cute. Okay, so after I did that, I thought I might show you some other places that you can put ribbon. And then I also wanted to show these guys. They're the Playful Pets trinkets. And they have a little cute heart. See if I can get it up there where you can see it. There we go. A little cute heart charm and a little bone charm. You could put this on without any ribbon around it, but you could also tie some of this ribbon on it as well. I think on this one, I'm just gonna stick it on with a glue dot. I think that will be cute. And then just put it under the charm itself to just kind of stick it down. And I think these will, I've been selling these lately at craft fairs, and assuming we get to have craft fairs this year, I think it would be really cute to have these little guys at the top of the little treat holders. I'm thinking that would be kind of cute. I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon across the bottom of here, like that. Get my glue dot. I think I'll just tuck it under there. There we are. The first one is a lot easier than the second one. Okay, there we go. And then I think what would look really cute on here, if I can find them, here they are some of our red rhinestones right up here in the corner to just bring in a little more red. If I can get a hold of it, there we go. Kind of like that. So it's a simple little card that I think you could send to a lot of different people, whether they just got a dog or you know that their dog is celebrating something. I've noticed that lately with dogs that they are sometimes now having sicknesses that the dogs get over and things like that. So now I'm going to make another card that's very similar to that one, but where I've colored the stamp. So what I did on this one, I just used our Memento black and inked the stamp. Ooh, I just got it on myself. Okay. And then I just inked it and stamped it. And then took it to the Big Shot and cut it out. And then to color it, I didn't use as many colors as they did, but I did use quite a few. I used first the real red, the light real red blend for his collar. I used the light Flirty Flamingo for his ear and a little bit in his mouth, just like so you could sort of see his tongue. Then I used the light basic black for his nose, because I wanted to still be able to see the lines of the stamp. And then where they colored his body dark, I used dark smoky slate. And then you wouldn't have to, but I just went out into the fur with this dark color. I'll flip around because I like to go back and forth kind of. So I like to use this blunt end for going back and forth because it's much more difficult to damage in any way. All right. And I did do this other side of his muzzle like that with the darker color. And then I just used the light smoky slate on all of the rest of him. And then I tried as I colored to just make it look a little rough rather than to color really smoothly so that it would look a little more like fur. Okay, so that was that. Then I'm going to show you basically the same card with just a little bit of variation. So you get to see me try this. It's hard for me to cover up this cute little dog bowl and paw pattern because I think it's really cute. There's that. And then I think I'm just going to stick this one down. Maybe use this side. And this is the darker basic gray on real red. There we are. Then I'm going to use this with the hearts and the paws. This is the back side of one of the dog prints. It actually doesn't have our little guy. For some reason he looks like a little Gus to me, but it doesn't have any that you can cut out with the die cuts on it, so that's the one I'm using for this side. Okay, and I did this the full length of the card. So I kind of go off the edge a little. And then I'm going to work on this one. Kind of get a little bit of some red off here. This. Get this little guy. Maybe put that across there. Put our little paw prints there. Okay, so there's that. And then, okay, I'm not going to use that one because I clearly cut it too close. I'm going to use some of my Mono Multi glue. Put that right here in the corner, just kind of center it up. So let me put some dimensionals. Just get that kind of centered there. So now I'm ready to put the little pup on. These guys to the side there. And then here he goes. Right there. And right there. Pop him right there. There we go. And I could see this being another little card that would be easy to use for a variety of pet owners. Hey, I appreciate you watching and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.